G'day guys, how are you? My name's Spencer Chalafor. Some of you might know me as Rubes. How are you guys? Okay, so I'm a volunteer for Sandy Roach, candidate for One Nation in the upcoming Fadden by-election in the Federal Seat of Fadden, which is on the northern end of the Gold Coast, stretches from about Labrador to Yatala, basically. So it's pretty big electorate. And I'm here at the corner of Crescent Avenue and Broadwater Avenue at Boyd Campbell, which is pretty much just on the other side of Hope Island, on the other side of Paradise Point, Jabiru Island. Right, as you can see up there, there's the bridge that goes over to Jabiru Island. Now we've been here before, a few days ago, the 16th of June. Today's the 16th of June. We are on the corner of Crescent Avenue and Broadwater Ave. Now you'll see it's an intersection, and on this fence here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Cameron Caldwell LNP core flutes and 2 Sandy Roach One Nation core flutes and 2 Sandy Roach One Nation core flutes and 2 Sandy Roach One Nation core flutes. Today's the 19th of June, guys, Monday the 19th of June. Coming back to check on Sandy's core flutes, but we were here to check on them because she had 9 of them on a fence just here, and I'll show you in a second. They were all taken down, and then she came back and put 2 more up. And now they're gone. I'll just turn the camera. So there's the 3 Cameron Caldwells that were there the other day when we came here. And there were 2 Sandys there, and the independent Belinda Jones for Fadden has put her big, which really is 2 core flutes in one. It's huge. Someone's put her core flute there. So what happened to Sandy's 2 that were there on the 16th of June? Today's the 16th of June. We are on the corner of Crescent Avenue and Broadwater Ave. Now you'll see it's an intersection, and on this fence here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Cameron Caldwell LNP core flutes and 2 Sandy Roach One Nation core flutes and 2 Sandy Roach One Nation core flutes. And incidentally, this candidate for Fadden also referred to Peter Dutton, the leader of the opposition, as an effing low-life grub on a Twitter post. So, yeah, she's got some good vocabulary going there, folks. Be a real benefit for Fadden, wouldn't she? Especially when she's got her volunteers taking down core flutes and committing electoral crimes. It's actually illegal, guys. The maximum penalty for tampering with official electoral campaign material is 5 years imprisonment and a bloody huge fine. So, as you can see behind me across the road, there's an Ampol servo. And I went in there on the 16th of June and requested, just asked them about their footage, because that camera over there points directly at this intersection, directly where I'm standing right now. And she said, oh, our cameras don't reach that far. So, okay, I just went over to that servo across the road there and didn't get the best reception. I said, our cameras don't reach that far. And I'm like, righto. And they said it wasn't Cameron Caldwell's people that took the corflutes down. It was just someone who came and took Sandy's corflutes and just left and didn't put any more up. And I'm like, okay, well, how come when they come back and put Cameron Caldwell's ones up, they left 2 spots for Sandy. They left 2 spots for Sandy. They left 2 spots for Sandy. We'll see. We'll see when the police come around and ask you for the footage. Okay, because there's twice now that Sandy's corflutes have been stolen off this fence here. Twice. 6th of June, she had 9 of her corflutes on this fence. 3 on each panel. Okay, and you may say, well, that's too many. Well, it's first in, best dressed, unfortunately, for you guys, but it's not too many. Look how many Cameron Caldwell's got there, the LNP candidate for Fadden. She's got a few there. And Sandy had 2. She originally had 9. Okay, put 2 back there, no worries, Sandy. And this lady here, who uses obscenities against the leader of the opposition, puts her big fat corflute up instead. I think that's very unfair. Now we look across the road here. Cameron Caldwell's that were there the other day still haven't gone anywhere. They're still there. And there's a couple up on the fence up near the bridge where I'm going to go and put 2 more of Sandy's up there in a sec, guys. But you know, when you run for a minor party, you got to pay for all your campaigning yourself. And so these people that are stealing Sandy's corflutes are not only committing a crime that's punishable up to 5 years imprisonment anyway, they're also committing theft against Sandy, which is also illegal. So, because we don't care whose political stuff it is, you don't tamper with it, guys, okay? It's unfair and illegal, and it's not the Aussie way, is it? You know, everyone's got to have a fair go, don't they? Okay, we're back on the other side of Crescent Ave, and I've just put 2 more Sandy Roach, One Nation for Fadden corflutes up, 1 there and 1 there. Giving Cameron Caldwell a bit of company there. Good on you, mate. Now, so as you can see, looking diagonally across the road to the northwest is Ampole Service Station on the corner of Broadwater Avenue and Crescent Avenue. That's where the camera is that looks directly at this intersection. And across the road there, of course, is where Sandy did have all her corflutes on there, but they got ripped off, not once, but twice. Okay, guys, now I'm going to go back to the roundabout that I was at the other day too, Helensvale Road and Warrego Way, and we'll see if our corflutes that were there are still there. See ya. Okay, so this is the well, it's kind of like a 3-way. We've got Helensvale Road that goes that way, and this is Warrego Way that goes that way. Okay, and there's that roundabout there. There's a big roundabout there, and there's 4 cameras there on the top of that pole, each one pointing a different direction. Here, just across the road, right, is a fence, and there's 3 One Nation Sandy Roach corflutes on there. There's 3 Letita Del Fabio Labor and 3 Cameron Caldwell from Liberal, from the LNP, for Fadden, for the by-election, right? Now, the other day, Sandy had 7 on here. Four of them have been removed. So guys, if you're out and about putting up Sandy's corflutes and you take a note of where you're putting them, and if you come back the next day and they're gone, just check to see if there's any cameras. Those ones there are main roads cameras, I would say. Yeah, g'day guys, how are you? So I've just put up another 2 of Sandy's corflutes. 1 there, right next to our good mate Cameron Caldwell. And another one right there. So now, let's turn the camera around. Now we've got 5 of Sandy's corflutes on this fence on the corner of Helensvale Road and Warrego Way at Helensvale, right across the road from that roundabout with the 4 cameras. And we'll see if they get taken down. And the time is approximately, oh shit, I don't know, I haven't got my watch on me. Hey guys, we're back at the roundabout on Helensvale Road and Warrego Way at Helensvale. And I'll just turn the camera around. And all Sandy's core flutes that we put up there the other day are still there, taking their pride of place, which is great. Although I think it might have something to do with that big ass camera over there. Alright, well that's good that I don't have to do any more work this afternoon. My day's over for the day, but while I got you here. Now, everything you've heard about One Nation in the mainstream media and the general public is mostly crap. Well, it's all crap. And, you know, I don't think any other political party in the history of this country has been that vilified for no particular reason. You know, Pauline Hanson probably got that stigma for when she first came in. Everyone thought she was racist, but she wasn't. She's just sticking up for what she believes is a good deal for Australians, and you can only give her credit for that. She was talking about getting out of the WHO in her maiden speech in 1996 in the Parliament, and you know. Who else has been doing that? And they were and veterans. Veterans is a huge issue, guys. All right, especially at the moment. And in Fadden, there's heaps of young veterans that have just come back from Afghanistan and Iraq and all them places that the government sent them to do their freaking dirty work. And a lot of them are suffering real bad mental illnesses, PSD. All right, and whenever there's a Labor government in, folks, and I can attest to this, veterans get a raw deal, and you know, from experience, I know how hard and frustrating it is dealing with the DVA, Department of Veterans Affairs. It is a nightmare. All right, Sandy in Fadden wants to address that, and she's going to talk about that with me in an interview, maybe tomorrow or the next day. But I want to put the link down below this video of some of One Nation's policies going back to 1998 about how, you know, they want to look after veterans and not shaft them like the Labor government does. All right, because that's what they do. Every time there's a Labor government in power, right, the Defence Force suffers, and especially veterans. So in Fadden, Sandy's going to address that. All right, guys, I hope that everyone has a great day. I'll just leave you with a picture of Sandy. There she is. Next to our old mate Cameron Caldwell. How you going, buddy? All right, in a federal by-election for Fadden, please vote Sandy Roach for One Nation if you live in Fadden. And if you want to volunteer, right, her campaign number is 0478 280 517. 0478 280 517. 0478 280 517. 0478 280 517. Or you can just email me, Rubes at Rubes Flyers, and I'll put you on to who you need to speak to help out with Sandy. Sandy. This is going to be edited later, so yeah, I'm going to give a shit. Make sure you contact us. We need volunteers for flyer distribution, putting up core flutes, manning polling booths, and being scrutineers. Yeah, okay. So that's it, guys. Have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. I love you all. Hooroo.